Oh my goodness, what is this? It's another Monsterverse monster here on the D&DCR YouTube no, that's not. Almost got it. The D&DCR Exposed YouTube channel. It has been far too long, my friends. It's been, what, like 6 weeks, I think? Because first I went on holiday, on vacation. I had a I had a winter break from my job, which was nice. And then I got sick for the first time in 3 years with bronchitis. And then this whole, stuff with the OGL. I'm not going to go into it because we've heard enough and thankfully it's over. So once I saw the news that the OGL nonsense was done, I'm like, okay, now I can finally start doing this again. And here we are, back in the saddle for more Monsterverse monster action. And, what do we got going on tonight? Well, this was a Monsterverse monster submission from the forums, and if you'd like to submit your own Monsterverse monster, take a look at the links below. Down below, there's a link that says, hey, why don't you submit your very own? And eventually, I can do one of these live here on YouTube. So, this one was, again, user submitted, and we had Celestials, as we see here on both sides. We have our Celestials versus Giants. Why are Celestials and Giants fighting? I don't know. I couldn't come up with some kind of a clever, reason for why this kind of battle was going on. So we're just going to go with it. And I picked out this really lovely battle map by, again, I'm going to go with Ches and Peku. I have no idea how to pronounce their names. I'm not going to, I have no idea how to pronounce their names. So maybe it's Zepeku, I don't know. But usually I see CZE and Peku. So Peku's easy. I don't know about the whole Ches thing, because I'm thinking like the Czech Republic, so maybe it's Che and Peku. I have no idea, no clue. I've looked on maybe I haven't looked enough or hard enough on the Patreon to see like how to pronounce their names properly. But anyways, that's their battle map. You can see the links in below. We'll get back to that business later on, but without dawdling and holding off any longer, let's take a look at our combatants here. And we have a 3 versus 3, so we have our 3 Giants, and we have our 3 Celestials. And we have our longtime, combatant champion here for the Celestials, Kakabel. Kakabel is back as a Planetar. And then on the right side, coming through the other portal here of this Celestial Gateway, we have 2 others protecting the gateway and entrance to the Celestial Realm from these Giants. We have Hazmal, who is this was a new one for me, a Pari, who apparently is some kind of a prophet of some sort, brings down prophecies and whatnot. So, the prophecy for these Giants is a big old can of whoop-ass, apparently. And then we have ourselves a Death Pact Angel by the name of, or is it, Materiel. So, we should have some fun here. Materiel, I've looked at a little bit. She doesn't really have too much in the way of anything special. She's better suited off for fighting against humanoids, not necessarily giants. So, there could be a reason to suggest like, oh, giants are just big humanoids. Well, they're the giant subtype, so we don't have a type. They're not also the type humanoid, and we can't really use their spells. So she's just going to be there fighting and doing whatever. And then for our giants, we have Thale, a Storm Giant Quintessent. And if you've seen the recent videos coming out, I've covered these as a how to play and also a, the CR checks. We have that. Then we also have a standard Storm Giant. And then we have ourselves a, excuse me, I forgot, Helias. Or, Klaus? Helaus? I don't know. Helias. I like Helias better. And then we have a Fire Giant Dreadnought by the name of Vostris. So we have our giant combatants here. And with all the introductions out of the way, and for some reason these giants are, opening up this teleportation runes to go to the Celestial Realm. The gates open, as you can see, some little dynamic glows here. The Celestials are trying to stop these giants' ascent into the heavens and Celestial Realm. So, with that all set and done, let's jump right into combat here. So we're going to go ahead and begin combat, and we're going to roll some initiative. So we should see... did we roll? What's going on? Roll all. No. Alright, so there's apparently some kind of a problem here with... the rolling for initiative, so I guess I'm going to have to do this one at a time, unfortunately. Or it's not going to do anything at all. Public roll. Normal roll. Uh-oh. I have a apparently I have a conflict in some of my mods or my modules here. That's not good. Let's see here. Compendium folders. I have no idea which one would be the problem. I have so many going on. Can I even roll dice normally? Oh, there we go. Alright, so we have a 15. Alright, so we can roll normally, but for whatever reason we can't roll from the combat tracker, which isn't good. Yeah, nothing's coming through. Oh, that is really bizarre. Yeah. Hi, new guy. Thanks for stopping by. This is brand new. This is a completely new problem. I have no idea what's going on here. All right, we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. So let's go ahead and open up character sheets and roll initiative that way. Hopefully, it'll do it from here. So where is my initiative hiding? I guess I'll just roll dexterity here. Oop, there. So let's see. We'll do an ability check. Alright, so... Can I even... Okay, that's really bizarre. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I can get it that way. Reroll initiative. Wow. Oh, man. Let's see what else we have. Oh, am I going too fast? Helios. Okay, Cockabell. Come on. Mine got weird ticks from time to time. Yeah, I updated some modules and I have no idea what's causing this problem right now. I'm surprised I was actually able to get that much out of it. Alright, let's go this way then. This token refers to an actor which no longer exists within the world. Oh! Okay, so that's the problem. Alright, I have to do something real quick. And that must have been the issue. Okay. Let's see, get that to everyone. Update the token. Let's add you into combat. There we go. Okay, so not the greatest of initiative rolls, but you know, it's working. Apparently, we got Cockabell here with an 18, Volstrus with 13, Hasmal with 13, and then Material 9, Thale 8, and Helios 8 as well. Okay, now that we've got that sorted out, let's hope we can get into actual combat here. So first up to go is going to be Cockabell. Alright, so let's double check Cockabell's features and what they can do. Cockabell has the Great Sword, Multi-Attack, Healing Touch, a whole bunch of features here, plus innate spellcasting, which we have Commune, Control Weather, Insect Plague, which could be fun. I think we'll do that. Blade Barrier, Dispel Evil, Flame Strike. Oh, maybe Flame Strike. Flame Strike would be pretty good too. Probably can only get that distance though. If we look, yeah, we're 20 feet away there. The map is very deceiving with how big these targets are. And invisibility. So Insect Plague is a 20-foot sphere. Let's go with that. Let's go and do that. Okay, so there we go. Targeting Cockabell here, and Cockabell is going to cast Insect Plague. What do we got here? What's the range? 20-foot sphere, 300-foot range. That's easy enough. Oh yeah, can definitely get all of them. It's going to go ahead, roll some damage here. We don't have any kind of spell effects on that, which is unfortunate, but let's see what we got going on here. So, Insect Plague has a DC 20 Constitution save. Volstrus, our Dreadnought, fails with a 15. Thale succeeds with a 29, and Helios fails with an 18. So that means, you know, people take a whole bunch of damage. So we have, looks like... yes. So Thale is succeeding and only taking 15 points of damage, and everyone's is doing something else. And when the period area creatures take piercing damage, saves is that, and that's pretty much it. All right, so that's pretty good to go there. And I think our Planetar here, Cockabell, is going to taunt and move closer to keep them inside the insect plague, which, you know, he can just fly up 120 feet. So he's just going to zip right up there and be done with it. So that's his turn, because Kakabel is just a crazy melee with a little bit of spell power. And if they lose a spell concentrating on it, well, so be it. All right, up next is going to be Vostris, who is just annoyed about being inside of this, you know, this insect plague. And let's see here. Swarming, biting locusts, filters. Alright, so what happens? A creature must also make a saving throw when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. Alright, so, you know, getting out of the sphere, Vostris is going to go, let's see here. We got a movement of 30 feet. So easily is going to move a bit here. Let's see. Let's get rid of that. And we're going to go 10 feet to there. 5 feet there. Another 5 feet. And get out of the insect plague. There we go. Not much ELG. We've just started first round of combat, and Kakabel came in and dropped off a little insect plague or insect swarm here. So hit everyone with a whole bunch of that going on. And you know, we're just doing combat now. So you're on to round 2 of, or excuse me, turn 2 of round 1. All right, so let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and drop the target and switch target to there. Okay, and Vostris is going to go ahead and make a couple big old swings. So what do we have for features? We have a multi-attack. Fire Giant uses the Fire Shield or Rock Attack. Makes 2 Fire Shield or Rock Attacks. All right, easy enough. Fire Shield it is. So let's see how that looks. That's going to be a base 12, total of 25 to hit. And do we have any kind of animation? Sadly, we do not. The animation did not go. But that is going to be, let's see here, 25 to hit, which definitely hits Kakabel. And 31 points of bludgeoning, fire, and piercing damage from the first shield attack, dealing 31 points of damage, which we have, let's see here. We have to make a concentration check. Let's see here. Okay, so that was reduced to 19, which means we have a DC 10 Constitution save for the insect plague, and Kakabel succeeds easily with a 17. Going back in for number 2, the attack. Vostris tries to attack again with a 13. Definitely connects with a total of 26. That's 33 more points of damage, reduced to 18. And again, we have another concentration check, so Kakabel easily is able to hold on to all of that. So, next up, what do we got here? Hosmal. Hosmal is going to be up next as Vostris ends their turn. And Hosmal here is our, once again, our Pari. Now let's take a look at what our Pari can do, because I have no idea. We have a mace attack, a multi-attack here of 3 mace attacks. Very nice. Disorienting features. The Pari attempts to flood the mind of one creature can see within 60 feet of itself with visions of the future. Target must make a wisdom save or take psychic damage and have disadvantage on attack rolls until the start of the Pari's next turn. Ooh, very handy. I think that's going to be pretty good. I think we're gonna have that happen here. So Pari's going, and who's the Pari going to go after? CR13, probably Helios here. We're going to have him go after Helios. We're going to attempt to do that whole disorienting thing, so we're going to go ahead and switch our attack over to Helios here. And we're going to do that crazy little ability, use feature for disorienting futures. Alright, so we're going to give that a shot, and let's see here. Well, we have ourselves a DC 19 check. Helios fails with a 14. We're dealing 19 points of psychic damage. And we also have disadvantage on the attack rolls until the start of Pari's next turn. That's pretty handy. Pari, let's see here. What else can Pari do? Fly 90 feet. So we're going to have Pari just go straight up that way. Why not? All right, so that's Hosmal's turn. And we move on. Up next is going to be Materiel. And, oh, hey, Herr Doctor, you're not late. We are still in round 1, only about halfway through. What does unusual nature on the Pari do? Also, what on earth is a Pari? So a Pari is some kind of a prophetic angel or celestial. They come down and give prophecies and whatnot, and this is what the Pari just did. Unusual nature is the fact that they don't need to eat, drink, or sleep. So, you know, this Pari just can go all night long. All night. All night. I don't know why, but I'm getting a lot of Greek vibes from this battle. Yeah, probably. I mean, this is from JTTRC, which, what is that one? I don't remember what JTTRC is from. I think it's a new one. But that's where Pari is from. If someone could look that up, that would be fantastic at the moment. Pari, you filthy casual. Yes, indeed, a very filthy casual. Okay. Material is going to square off with Thale, our Storm Giant Quintessent. And like I said before, unfortunately, Material doesn't have much to go on with the way of abilities, spells, and features. So they just have Flyby, which, you know, that's pretty handy. And with a fly speed of 90 feet, can go in, make a couple multi-attacks, and then get out of there. She also has Chains of Obligation, which, again, if a creature's charmed, then she can do some stuff to it. But the only way she can really charm is through the spellbook of Charm Person. Unfortunately, it's not Charm Monster, because we have giants and not humanoids. That's unfortunately not going to be really helpful. We also have Raise Dead, Darkness, Suggestion, Command, and Detect Evil and Good. So we have a couple things we could do here with the Death Pact Angel, but, you know, we're going to go in and do a little flyby. So we're going to go ahead and zip on in for 45 feet. Make a couple attacks, which we have, what was it? Multi-attack here. The Angel makes 2 attacks with its Scythe. It can substitute Chain of Obligations for one of these attacks. So we won't be doing that since, you know, there's no point to. Yes, thank you, ELG. Journeys through the Radiant Citadel. That is exactly what it is. Alright, so Thale is being attacked with 2 Scythe attacks. First Scythe attack coming in is going to be a base 12, total of 21, which hits Thale for 31 points of slashing and necrotic damage. And oof, that is a heck of a lot of damage right there. That is, I'd say, probably about a sixth of Thale's life, so to say. Alright, attack number 2 of the Scythe is going to be a... Ooh, that definitely hits with a base 16, total of 25 to hit. And we have 33 more points of slashing and necrotic damage. And we are already at, easily a quarter or more. We're probably at like a third of Thale's hit points here. Not entirely sure how much that is just from the looks of things, but did some damage. Definitely did some damage. Material's going to then post back up 45 feet with her fly speed, not provoking any attacks of opportunity because of flyby, and we will move on to, Thale's turn now that Material has gone in, cracked her knuckles, and was like, yes, come to your doom, giant. Attack of the Capitalism Angel. Nice one, ELG. Love it. Alright, Thale. What do we got for Thale? We got a couple spells. Nope, we don't have any spells. We have features, though. We have Thunderbolt, One with the Storm, Gust, Legendary Resistance, Wind Javelin, Multi-Attack. Let's see, what does Wind Javelin do? The giant coalesces wind into a javelin-like form that hurls it at a creature. So we got a cool wind attack there, and we can do, let's see here. We can do 2 lightning sword attacks or use wind javelin twice. Well, we definitely need to get out of this silly little bug swarm, so our giant is going to go ahead and... Ooh, I pinged the area by accident. We're going to move 20 feet out of the way, and we're going to chuck... we'll chuck a lightning javelin here to see what happens. So we're going to go ahead and target Material here. And let's see here. Ooh, I need the use feature, wind javelin. Okay. So we got, it's, oh, wow, that is a big spear that just threw out there. Deals damage force striking unerringly. The javelin disappeared. Oh, this is just a automatic hit. That's all it does. It's just 1 automatic hit for 19 points of damage. That is a pretty poor, bit of damage here. So how far did we move? We have 6 out of 10 blocks. Or we have 6 out of 10 blocks left, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to get back up here, finish that attack with a lightning sword attack because that was pretty silly. 15 feet, you know what? Let's back her up a little bit and get within 15 feet. That's going to be good. She's going to move, Thale's going to move right up to Material there and go for a massive lightning sword swipe from far away. Base 18 to hit. Oh, watch that animation go. That was a big attack. 32 total to hit, dealing 33 points of lightning damage, and that's a pretty good amount of hit points on Material there. As we zoom in, we have ourselves quite a battle of angry people here. Alright, so that is Thale's turn. Thale has basically moved as far as, as they can go. We've got 3 more spaces if we wanted to finish moving, which... probably not. Considering she's within range now of attacking Material, if Material decided to back out, we could get that whole, big old stomp on it. And yes, definitely a womp womp on that first strike there. Wasn't worth anything. That was more for me than the Giant. The Giant would have known that was going to be a garbage roll. So bad on me, unfortunately. And up last, we finally have Helios. And Helios is going to, let's see here, 50 feet of movement. More than likely can stomp right on up to Hazmal, which they're going to do. Stomps right up to Hazmal, and we're going to switch over to the attacks against Hazmal. Actually, before we do that, let's see, what do we got here? Lightning Strike. The Giant hurls a magical lightning bolt to in a point you can see within 500 feet. Each creature within 10 feet of that point makes a save. Well, it's kind of pointless to do that since it's only one. That says 12d8. What do we got for the Greatsword here? The Greatsword, I mean, we could probably swing it twice. Might as well just go with 2 Greatsword attacks. Let's see what happens. You know, Helios is going for the Greatsword swipe. Ooh, base 19. Wow, that is a massive sword. Look at that. 33 total to hit. 31 points of slashing damage. Nothing too crazy. Unfortunately, you know, our Hazmal here is resistant to physical attacks. And are we serious that this is just a Greatsword? No. Wow, there's no lightning damage on that. That is surprising. Those weird Mahjong tile arches things could make pretty good for aerial cover. Probably, if they really wanted to be. More than likely, we could say, like, blocks line of sight and whatnot. Well, I'm not too terribly worried about that for the time being. Because in theory, Thale is underneath the tiles. If I had the time, I could have cut these out and had it, like, kind of 3D, which would have been cool. But didn't really have the time for that today. Alright, so that's attack number 1. Attack number 2 on the Greatsword, since, you know, they've already started the attack, is going to be base 18 to hit, total of 32 damage. And we have 30 more points of slashing damage, but unfortunately, it is reduced in half to 15. Helios is definitely going to have to make up for that a little bit here. Now, what is the range? Range is 10. We're going to back him up just a little bit so he was totally within range to make the attack of 10 feet rather than being right up on top. So that way, if he needs to get out of there, he can get out of there with a provoking any attacks of opportunity. You know what I mean? All right, so that is the end of round 1. And as we end round 1, as is customary, we need to see if something happens. What do we got here? Hair Doctor. It's a great F word, but it's a really freaking big greatsword. That is very true. It's a massive greatsword. Okay, let's see if anything happens here. With a roll of 1d100, if we get a very particular number, this could be very well be the end of the match. We'll see what happens. Oh, we have a 37. Nothing happens. The house-sized greatsword just bounces off Metal Gear Rising style. Yeah, unfortunately. Very true. All right, top of round 2, we have Cockabell here, who is going to, you know, still concentrating on the insect plague. I don't believe we can move the insect plague, unfortunately. So, let's see here. Switch over to Cockabell, who has casting spells. When the area appears, each creature in it must make a con save. Yeah, we can't move it. So, and it doesn't move on its own, so it's just sitting there buzzing around for whatever reasons. So let's see here. Blade Barrier? What's the Blade Barrier going to do? I mean, that could be fun, but meh. We do have the Flame Strike. That's kind of pointless now that everyone's kind of, you know, really spread out. So Cockabell is just going to go in for a couple big boy attacks here. And we have the Healing Touch. That's going to be useful later on. 2 melee sword attacks. So targeting Vostris. Great sword attack number 1. Standing here, they realize. Yes. Let's see here. You know, just to make things a little interesting, we're going to have Cockabell here pivot. All right. Pivoting around because we want to keep this a little live and a little active here. Great sword attack number 1. That's going to be, ooh, base 4 to hit. And let's see here. Does that hit? No, it misses with a 16. Vostris's AC is a 21, so we're going to need more than that to hit for sure, and could have been 42 points of slashing and radiant damage. That's unfortunate. So we're going to do another attack here against the Dreadnought, and attack number 2. Base 9, total of 21. That should just hit. Yes, it hits Vostris for 42 points of slashing and radiant damage. And wow, that was a lot of damage. As we can see here, we are in the yellow now, which is wounded for sure. And we are about on the bloodied section. So, Cockabell finishes up their turn there, and we move on to Vostris, who is going to... yeah, we're going to... Let's see here. What can they do? 5 foot range, so they got to stay within 5 feet. And it's gonna take a couple more attacks on Kakabel. They're gonna pivot, so we're gonna say we're gonna move here and here, inching ever so closer to that gate since it's, you know, it's open. Might as well take advantage of it. And go in for a couple shield slam attacks against Kakabel. Shield slam attack number 1, base 8 to hit for a total of 21, which does hit Kakabel for a total of 34 points of bludgeoning, fire, and piercing damage, which does reduce to 18. Not a whole lot of damage here. And Kakabel succeeds the concentration check on the insect plague with a 13 at the moment. All this armor, yet they are something. Yeah, totally missed it because the message was retracted. All right, moving on, we have second attack. There we go. Still wounded. Yes, still wounded. Fire shield number 2 from Vultures with a mighty 16 base to hit. We have ourselves a whole bunch of dice going on, which looks like it is reacting to all the different dice that's being attacked with. And we have a total of 29 to hit with bludgeoning, fire, and piercing damage of 46, which is reduced to 28. Not bad at all. Though it does look like it's reduced almost basically. No, not. That's that. No, that's close to half. Close to half. Oof, and Kakabel succeeds the concentration check of a DC 14 with a 32. 32. Remember, kids, armor isn't reliable in Tier 4. Not at all. Well, when you're rolling a 29 and your armor is a 20, you know, a 21, yeah, oof, it's something for sure. All right, so with that out of the way, we have finished Vostress's turn, and we move on to Hazmal. Hazmal is up here, and let's zoom in on Hazmal to see what they can do. Well, they've already used Disorienting Future, which takes 1 action, and, you know, it was fun. It was fun. Oh, we forgot about the disadvantage on Helios. Completely forgot about that. Oh, well, we will move on. Pari's going to move in, or, excuse me, Hazmal, who I have, for some reason, made invisible to the tracking. Yeah, Kakabel's just showing off on that one. Guess the line buzz off isn't applicable, is it now? It could be, technically. I mean, Pari is... They're all flying around. All of the angels are flying. Technically. I just haven't marked them as flying. We're gonna do a multi-attack here. 3 mace attacks. Let's see what happens with 3 mace attacks as Hazmal goes in for that big old spiky thwomp. So we're gonna have him come on in, move to here, and we're gonna target Helios for 3 mace attacks. Attack number 1! Is going to be, a critical fail with 11, which just misses. But that was a really cute mace bonk, if you saw that. And then let's zoom in a little bit more to see that sweet, sweet animation action. Mace attack number 2. Base 5 misses again with a total of 15. That's another bonk that just completely misses. And bonk number 3. Bonk number 3, is a natural 20 for a total of 30 to hit. Ooh. Excuse me, folks. Still a little bit of that bronchitis action going on. Total of 30 to hit. It's a critical hit for 39 points of bludgeoning and radiant damage. That is going to be full damage for 39, just whacking our storm giant straight up in the head here. Finally on the 3rd attack. Does Pari get any cool spells? Yes, I think. Yeah, a couple. We got Commune, Dispel Evil, Cure Wounds, Lesser Restoration, and Detect Evil and Good. So, no, nothing good for this battle, unfortunately. So those are the 3 attacks by Hazmal, and Hazmal is going to just kind of stand there and wait for the giant to maybe run off, because it's not looking so good. We're wounded right now. Not bloodied, but wounded. All right, moving on, we go to Material, who is facing off with Thale, our Storm Giant Quintessent, and doing a pretty good job of it. She swoops in to come in for the attack, and will swipe with her, her scythe attacks again, because the spells we have aren't the great. I mean, we could do Darkness, but it's just more trouble than it's worth. We could also try Suggestion and Command if need be. But, she's enjoying. She's a Death Angel, so why not go ahead and just use the scythe like a good Death Angel does. Base 3 to hit. That's going to be a total of 12, which hits. Oh, my lord. Our Storm Giant Quintessent has an AC of 12. Are you kidding me? That is absurd. Multi-attack here. What do we got for a multi-attack? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong person. Here we go. Our multi-attack is, what was it, 2 scythes? Yes, 2 scythe attacks. So, totally hits, just hits with a base 12. on our Storm Giant Quintessent for some reason. And slashing and necrotic damage for 35. Not blooded yet, but we're going to go in for another scythe attack. And let's see here. Base 14 to hit. I didn't see if there was any... No, there's no animation, unfortunately. Which is a shame. Totally, definitely hits with a 23. Basically, material can't miss except for like 1 to 3 on the D20. And hits again for 40 points of slashing necrotic damage. Thale is not looking so hot. Unfortunately, Thale is wounded. Yes, yeah. Remember opportunity attacks? Definitely will. That's more or less what they're aiming for here. The Angels anyways. The Angel could have stayed back, but yeah, whatever. We guess we aren't going to need the 1-to-1 creature tokens. Probably not, no. Probably not. Yes, so Thale is now definitely wounded, and not looking so hot. Material's going to sit there holding the line to the gate, and we move on to Thale. So let's take a look at what Thale can do one more time here. We have Legendary Resistances, Gust, Thunderbolt, and one with the Storm. If we had a lair, we'd have a couple things we could do there, but that's not really helping anything at all, unfortunately. We got... Oh, I forgot about the Legendary action, son of a gun. Oh, no. We have a Thunderbolt here. We have one with the Storm, which basically is the escape option. Totally forgot about those Thunderbolts. Oh, no. You know what? As Material is finishing up her action, we're going to go ahead and do a Legendary action here. Because I completely forgot about him. I've been out of practice, guys. I'm sorry. So sorry about that. Alright, so Thunderbolt against Material. Yes, we're going to consume the ability. And let's see here. Okay, DC 18. Material succeeds with an 18. Giant rolls a Thunderbolt. And takes half damage. Alright, for some reason it didn't... Their actions are for the end of the enemy turn. Well, we're not in the lair, unfortunately. Oh, yes, for the end of the enemy's turn. So technically we're at the end of Material's turn. And before Thale goes. So I'm just kind of throwing that in because I forgot to use it a couple other times. You know, because I'm a little out of practice here. And we're going to go ahead and give half damage. Because Material succeeded with an 18 and just got that. So we're going to do 11 points of damage there. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. No lair because the Quintessent is instead squatting in a weird Mahjong Ori. Yes, for some reason. Who knows? They're trying to get up to the heavens. And Thale is bloodied. What is Thale going to do? Thale is... Thale's bloodied and for some reason needs to get into the Celestial Realm, but they have all these already still here. Let's see here. We got... She's the only one that's bloodied. So, at the moment, she's going to stick it out. She's going to stick it out. Her legendary actions re-up. They're back to 3. So we're going to go ahead and do a lightning sword attack. Okay. Base 9 to hit. Total of 23, which does hit Material for 47 points of lightning damage. Which, ooh, we have a wounded angel. So yeah, Thale is a little reinvigorated by this, and we'll go in for the second attack. Natural 20 for 34 points to hit, and that is 67 points of damage against Material. Oh, goodness. That almost... Oh, surviving by a thread. We're surviving with 7 hit points. Oof. Okay, so the Storm Giant Quintessent kind of turned this around here. Thale really turned it around and just kind of laughs mockingly. Okay. Well, with that... That will be the end of Thale's turn, and we move on to Helios, who is squared off and can't really do too much against Hazmal, and sees the Material is looking pretty wounded. So, Helios is probably going to... what can we do here? We have that Lightning Strike, right? Yeah, we could do that, or chuck a rock, which would be pointless. And we have the spell casting. Every time I wrote bonk, crit happened. Oh, that's pretty good. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and try to chuck a lightning bolt to finish off. Well, you know what? Yeah, Helios is going to move in and try to finish off Material because she's only got a couple hit points left. So he's going to take an attack of opportunity from Hazmal, who's going to strike and go for that mace bonk. Ooh, 5 to hit, which misses with a 15, unfortunately. Man, Hosmal better stick to the whole disorienting space and time kind of thing, and Helios moves on to go and bonk Material to finish her off, since, you know, she's kind of almost dead. Alright, switching targets. We're going to go in for a great sword attack and see if he can finish her off. 19 to hit base, 33 total, definitely hits for a total of 28, and Material, our celestial angel here, is defeated and, you know, removed from combat, technically. If one of the other angels decides to come on over and try to heal her back up, they could definitely do that. But for the time being, we have one angel down. Feeling pretty good about himself, Helios laughs and then decides, I guess, yeah, he can totally move back, I think. Yeah, has plenty of room to move back. Goes in and tries to attack Hasmal once more. So let's see what happens here. Great sword attack on Hasmal. Base 7, total 21 to hit. Definitely hits Hasmal for 30, and that's reduced in half to 15. Helios is really surprised. After defeating Material in one swipe, he looks back and goes, I don't know. Yes, DE dead, for sure. Use this power for good. Angels could heal each other, so no immediate death, maybe? No, not necessarily. That's why, Herr Doctor, definitely going to keep Material on the playing field for now. Alright, so that is the end of Helios' turn, and we go to the top of round 3 with a D100 check to see if something happens. Yeah, exactly. Now it's time for you, little man. Alright, so our D100 check for randomness. And we have ourselves a 54. Nothing happens with a 54. Carrying on, back to the top of round 3, we have Cockabell, who sees Volstress trying to move for this gate and swings around to try and block Volstress off. So we're going to go to there, goes in for the move, and does a couple more big old swing attacks with his greatsword. Alright, so greatsword attack number 1 is going to be a base 8, total of 20, and misses. Just misses by 1. And misses with 41 points of damage, which is sad panda. Sad panda. Greatsword attack number 2 against Volstress. Oh, another miss with 4. Surprising miss as Volstress holds up both her shields and just totally, you know, repels both attacks from Cockabell, which I think can only do those 2 attacks, right? Yep, the Planetar makes 2 attacks. So that's it for Cockabell's turns, and we switch now to Volstress on the top of round 3 here. Nope. Oh, here we go for a bonk. We got a bonk, maybe. Herr Doctor's calling bonk. Let's see what happens with Fire Shield bonk number 1. Ooh, base 15, total of 28. Close, Herr Doctor, close, but it was a question mark, so. We have Bludgeoning, Fire, and Piercing for 31, which is reduced to 18. Cockabell is just wounded now, and she goes in for attack number 2. And we have base 18. Can't call it every, can't call it every time. And that's going to be a total of 31 to hit, 39 points of total damage, reduced to 23. Concentration check. Cockabell is still holding on to that insect plague for some reason. And, you know, just silly, because this dude can just really focus pretty hardcore. So, let's see here. That is Volstress' turn with 2 Fire Shield attacks. Right? Yep, 2 Fire Shield attacks. Isn't bloodied yet, and we will move on to Hasmal. So Hasmal is up next, and he's going to come in for a couple... Let's see here. Actually, can he heal? Yes, he can. He can do a cure wounds if he'd like to. Well, I mean, lawful good. So he is good. So he's going to attempt to get on over there to help out. So we're going to go ahead and... Let's see here. What's the attack? Well, the giant has a reach of 10 feet, so he's going to proc an attack of opportunity regardless. So he's going to come on over, fly over top of Helios, get that attack of opportunity, excuse me, from Helios here, and we'll go ahead and make that attack of opportunity. Ooh, almost a bonk, with a base of 14 for a total of 28, and deals 25 reduced to 12 points of slashing damage against Hasmal, who is going to go in and give a good old heal to his buddy in arms there. All right, cast a spell, cure wounds. Yes, cure the wounds. And let's see here. Do we got the spell animation for that? We do. We have the spell animation for 13 points of healing. And Material is back up, although prone on the ground. Used all your potent rerolls. All right, so let's go here. Being within range of the Yeah, we're not going to provoke another attack of opportunity. Hazmal is actually going to take whatever's left of his movement, which is a whole lot. Let's see here. We flew up and over, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yeah, we're going to fly up and over to flank Thale. Since he's already used his turn, that's it. Material gets up, starts to fly, and is going in for the flank against Thale here, as Material's turn is up next. Alright, so we have that Scythe attack. We're going to go ahead and go for an attack of opportunity, or not attack of opportunity, but advantage. Alright, and I want to make sure I have the right person targeted. There we go. Scythe attack number 1. Oh, we have a base 9, a total of 18, which hits Thale, obviously with that 12 AC, for a total of 35 points of damage. And, yeah, so, with that, I completely forgot about her legendary actions. I don't think Kakabel has legendary actions, right? Yes, he does not. Okay. Just double checking that. And Material's going in for one more attack to finish off the round at advantage. What's the problem here, Doctor? We have ourselves a base 17 hits Thale for 34 points of damage, and as Material's turn ends, Thale uses her ability, One with the Storm. And the giant vanishes, dispersing itself into the storm surrounding its lair. Oh, can't. There is no storm. That's not good. The giant effects can end, yeah, because they're not in the lair, so she can't do that. Oh, boy. Okay, so we're going to do the Thunderbolt one more time and try to get rid of Material. Because I forgot all about legendary actions. Thunderbolt on Material. Let's use it again. Oh, you. Run out of its designated attribute. Come on now. Give me that garbage. There we go. Yeah. 3. Perfect. Let's try it again. Okay, so. We didn't roll any kind of damage. I forgot to roll damage, so there we go. 25 points of damage. The dexterity fails, and Material takes 25 points of lightning damage, and is once again knocked out and wounded. Is it weird to anyone else that the Death Pact Angel is medium? It looks huge in its Magic the Gathering art. Yeah, it really does. I mean, if we look at her artwork here, she looks massive. But, medium angel, standard humanoid. Someone's going to go bonk again, that's for sure. Let's see here. So, what was that? Yeah, we used that. Okay, so now it's Thale's turn, and Thale turns around, can't use her ability. Her reactions have, or her legendary actions have, yes, restarted. So now, Thale is getting pretty pissed off and goes to bonk Hazmal. And Thale's going to pivot. Thale's going to pivot around. Let's see here. We're going to go down to here, and then should be to there. We're going to pivot, so that way Helios can come in and flank Hazmal. It's all damn wings. Ah, cat on the field. I got a cat in the way. Hold up. Dexter, buddy. Stay right there, bud. Or you can sit on my lap. One of those two. Okay. Now that our cat interruption is out of the way, I need like a screen over or a layover that says interruption due to cat. I'll have to set that up next time. And Thales goes in for 2 lightning sword attacks on Hazmal. Even though she is near death, she you know, is not afraid of finishing off this these Celestials here. Okay, so that is a base 21 to hit, 36 points of lightning damage, and Hazmal is now wounded. Cat's officially in the play. It really is. Yeah, mind your head, Thale, for sure. Okay, swing at lightning sword number 2. We have base 7, hits with 21. That's going to be 33 points of lightning damage, and Hazmal is really, really serious condition here, as the Storm Giant Quintessent just takes a lot of frustration out on him. All right, ending the turn, we move to Helios. Helios is up here, and he's going to stomp on down and flank with the Quintessent and go in for the attack. Felidar Sovereign joins the Angels team. Alright, so we're attacking Hazmal at advantage. Great sword. Let's see here. Yeah, great sword attack at advantage. We have a base 3 and a base 17. Oh, yes, that's going to be a hit for 31 points of damage and 32 reduced to 16. Can Helios finish this off? Maybe. I mean, we'll see. All right, attack number 2, greatsword at advantage. Oh, natural 20. That will probably do it. Does it? Oh, it does not. Oh, it's so close. So close. 51 points of damage, slashing reduced to 25 because of resistances. Oh, man, that is disappointing. And Hazmal makes it out alive. Okay, the Celestials are trying to protect their realm. There's not much they can do about it, so they're basically going to fight to the death here, it seems. And we end round 3 with our angels pretty much at death's door here. I did not expect this to go this way. And as Helios's turn ends, Thale is going to use her ability to target Hazmal and try to take him out. So, let's get that lightning strike back up. Double check to make sure she's got her. Yep, there we go. Give him back the legendary actions. And is going in for the attack with a Thunderbolt against Hazmal. Okay, so let's see how much damage we could have done. Hazmal succeeds with a 19. We deal 21 points of damage. We'll cut that in half for 10 points. And Hazmal survives with 3 hit points left. This is obscene. Okay, that ends round 3. Let's go to the top of round 4 and roll ourselves a D100 roll to see what happens. Can the Dark Horse come in and play and win this one like it has in the past? 56. We are not seeing the Dark Horse this round. Not yet, anyways. So, top of round 4. Let's finish this off with Cockabell, who is coming in. And, could go in for the heal. That's kind of silly. What is Cockabell going to do? Cockabell, I think, is going to go in to try and finish off Thale. He's going to take a swipe from Vostris here. It's going to provoke an attack of opportunity, taking a chance here with a fire shield attack. Let's see here. That's going to be a hit with a total of 30, dealing 35 points of damage, and still Cockabell holds on to that that damn spell. The thing is still going. All right, Cockabell is flying in to come in and attack Thale here. Okay, Cockabell would definitely drop the spell at this point, so we're just going to say, let's get rid of the effects if they're on there. Concentrating, we'll drop that. There we go. So that way we don't have to worry about the spell. And goes in for the attack. Actually, with move in a way that gets advantage. So we're just going to put Cockabell here. Goes in for advantage. And swipes. Great sword attack at advantage because Hazmal is still alive. That's a 2. Still hits with a 31. Let's just see if we get a natural 20 here. We'll roll one more because somehow I missed that. And we'll go in for that D20 for we're crit hunting here. Does not get the hit. Okay. Still hits with a 31, dealing 46 points of damage. And Cockabell goes in for one more attack. There we go. Critical. No critical. Close, though. We have a 19. Total of 31 again. That is going to be 37 points of damage. And Thale is defeated as she just and disappears into the ether of mists and whatnot. Divine Retribution? Probably. The Giants are definitely knocking on heaven's door. Very nice, ELG. Very nice indeed. Okay, so that's Cockabell's turn. He moved a lot. I don't know how much. He has 10 more blocks of movement. Yeah, he's going to move. He's going to move a couple more feet. And, yeah, kind of stick over here. Getting ready to come in and attack. Actually, no. Let's have him. What do we got here? 10 more blocks? That's, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's going to move into a way to flank for Hazmal. There we go. That should be enough. He's got a lot of movement. Okay. So, that ends Cockabell's turn. Volstris is up next. Volstris can move how far? 30 feet. 30 feet. Does he go in to try and help the Storm Giant out? Let's see. What's her Lawful Evil? You know what? Volstris looks at an opportunity here and yeah, I think she's going to foolishly take it. The gates are still open, and Volstris rushes into the gate and disappears. Volstris makes it into the celestial realm, leaving Helios left. How much does flyby affect the CR? If the CR is above 10, the flyby does nothing. Because flyby is counteracted by... players have ways to counteract flyby. if it's below CR10, then it adds 2 AC, because generally speaking, I would say 2 AC, because then they're able to fly in, attack, and fly out. But players usually have ways of dealing with flying creatures. So I would say, yeah, CR, it would give +2 to the defensive CR there, Tuscan. Thank you for asking. Yeah, so no, Vostris being an evil quote unquote fire giant leaves Helios to their demise. Is Vostris God now? We'll have to see what happens there. I don't know. I have no idea what happens beyond here. But it is Hosmal's turn, and Hosmal is going to go in for that attack, a couple of attacks here against Helios. At advantage, because, flanking. Alright, so we're going to attack Helios here, and we're going to do a couple bonks at advantage. 3 bonks, actually. So we have ourselves a base 18, total of 21 to bonk with, and that's going to be 18 points of radiant and bludgeoning damage. Then we're going to do bonk number 2. And we got a base 19, which is good because we had a 1. Another 29 to hit. 25 more points of damage. And then Hosmal goes in for another bonk of, let's see here, 19 and 16. And that's going to be another 29 to hit. 23 points of damage. And Helios is wounded, finally. Beyblade, let it rip. Yes, Tuscan. He definitely can heal, but has not done so. So, now we're down to Helios here. Helios sees the situation and is going to surrender. It is round 4. Helios is wounded and just drops his weapons and say no bonk for angels. Definitely no bonk for angels. With Vostris running off into the celestial realm, and Helios here basically on death's door, and these angels not letting up, especially since they can heal. Helios just grovels and begs for mercy as he tries to parlay with these lawful creatures, these lawful angels. Yep, both lawful good. And that's where we'll end. We'll end with a partial success with the angels kind of winning, but we have one escaped fire giant. Who knows what'll happen? And as we end round 4 here, let's do one more roll to see what happens. You never know. And with that, we have a 66, so nothing happens. And we'll say that in lieu of things, the angels here, our celestials, can definitely heal back up and are the technical winners for our Monsterverse monster tonight. So let's go ahead and end the poll here and take a look at what's going on. So we have 50% of you voted for the Ancient One. Unfortunately, the Ancient One didn't make an appearance tonight. 31% of you voted for Celestials, and 18% voted for the Giants. I honestly thought the Giants had it for a moment there. For a hot minute, it really seemed like the Giants were going to pull off a win. But unfortunately, the Celestials won. So whoever voted for Celestials, you're tonight's winners. Thank you, folks. That was so much fun. Flame Loud feels like the Giants could have won. They could have, yes. I honestly think they probably could have. I mean, Kakabel was pretty much almost done with. Volstris was doing a pretty good job of defeating him, but with Thale going down and me forgetting to use legendary actions, the angels must execute the order. Exactly. And yeah, so that is the end of tonight's Monster vs. Monster. ELG with yeah, definitely guessed right, and thanks for Volstris being a scumlord. Okay, so to finish up tonight's business here, the battle map was by Che and Peku. Che and Peku, I backed them on Patreon. This is one of their maps for the Celestial Gate map. It's a fantastic one. They're excellent people. They do fantastic maps. I really enjoy using Che and Peku. The tabletop here is Foundry Virtual Tabletop. The names were all created by FantasyNameGenerators.com, and let's see here. Artwork is by their respective owners, so I own none of the artwork. And yeah, you can find all the information for everything below in the description. So if you like any of these, as I do, definitely check out their Patreons and other such things. The music is also a freebie music here on YouTube, so if you like the music, you can definitely search it up. I don't remember what it is. Hopefully it's linked down below. But yeah. Tuscan, when will the next stream be? The next Monsterverse Monster will be next Monday at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then the next live stream will be tomorrow. My friends and I are doing a beginner's box live stream of Pathfinder 2nd Edition. So we will be testing out and playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition tomorrow instead of the original campaign we were doing a few months ago, which used to be one D&D playtest. But because of recent things, my friends and I have decided to pivot away from D&D only content, and we are checking out the beginner's box. After that, we may be making some decisions once we finish the beginner's box, and we'll go from there. But yes, Tuscan, either tomorrow for a actual play live stream, or next Monday for another Monsterverse Monster. So there you go, bud. Thanks for stopping by. Hair Doctor, since one of the giants made it into heaven, they technically won. Yeah, we could say that. I mean, it's a partial win. A partial win. Yes, exactly. Then the OGL happened. That's why we pivoted away from one D&D. A lot of disappointment there, I have to say, unfortunately. So, yes, that's everything. Thank you all so much for joining. Hair Doctor, as always, thank you. Let's see here. Mr. Tricky Bomb. Oh, right at the end. Diversifying the portfolio. Smart. Yes, I definitely need to diversify. We're going to be doing that a little bit, I hope so. Tuscan, Mr. Tricky Bomb, Hair Doctor, ELG or Evil Lord Gravy, Flame Loud, and anyone else? Anyone else? Double checking here. I think I got everyone. Thank you all so much for showing up and hanging out. New guy as well. Thank you all. You are all been amazing for sticking it out and watching this Monsterverse Monster with me. It's been so much fun getting back into this. Vostress becomes an SMT protagonist and dethrones God. That would be really funny. Again, thank you all so much, everyone in live chat, for watching. And if you've made it all the way to the end of this live stream and have been watching this as a video on demand, thank you so much as well. You are all amazing. You are helping me improve this channel with all your ideas and help and watching these videos. You're all amazing. I can't appreciate and thank you enough. And yes, this is me, Andrew, asking the question as always. Are your encounters even rated? Thank you all so much for hanging out tonight, folks, and I hope you all have a great rest of your night, rest of your morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Good night, everyone.